So last night I didn't start the session because I was just recording and scripting and for the long form video and short form videos as well for this channel, of course. Today is also I'm just in editing process and finally making changes or something. So promotion at least uh, on Sunday, that means 31st of May you would be seeing. Okay, and today is just a simple settings. I did play with repository. I just made some animations, or I would say for the purpose of that video. So this is like currently the state of it. I of course realize this, ASGR or SGR specific, like who this is for, so this is not there. So professional wise also I'm going to write skills and everything. So let's say if you are into sales or something, like you can use of course that as well. So there are many things. So what I was, of course, see, e-commerce seller, fitness, coaching, business, online courses, newsletter publish, restaurant ops. So let's see restaurant ops, when active, where not to use. Okay, so example is also given. Let me just wait. So what I do, I will keep it maybe an hour or so. I have some other works and I'm just finishing the video, so and making workflow. So actually I created plugin for my video editor. So that's why it took me a lot of time, but it's like my personal plugin. So I think I'm going to sell that as well if someone wants to purchase, if you think that is very good plugin. Okay, so meanwhile let's just wait couple of minutes. So Lenovo, if you are listening, your mouse is too pathetic and no one is replying. From a customer service for replacement, you gave 3-year warranty for the mouse. The scroll will stop working in only 1 year. I'm not going to purchase Lenovo because from now on, the only thing I still believe, and Lenovo also knows this, the only product, or I would say thing worth buying is ThinkBook, right? Yeah, ThinkBook is solid, everything is pathetic. Yeah, but I think that is also, let's say normal configuration is around around twice the price of others same system configuration. Yeah, they know because it's built like a code, like it's provides longevity, just not 1 year device. Okay, so I will quickly do some things, just finish this up. I think I'm going to record a video of screen grabbing this for short form, like I what I'll do is, of course this is being published or some this is like live, so it's saving on the YouTube page, right? So yeah, I try to add here some background here as well, that I didn't push the change. uh, so one of the thing is like this grainy texture thing, like I put like post hog. Okay, so what it spit out this thing, ultimately I want something like this, where let's say readme is there, you can add tabs inside of this. I'm not sure why it's not able to move inside. I think post hog, where is this post hog, yeah, you can move. Okay, let's say I don't want like many tabs here, something like this, but let's say you can move this tab, right? For OS I'm going to build, I'm going to use this. So yeah, already the code is there. Okay, let's start, right? Why should we, why should we wait for me to, cover up my things in time? So let's start. And good news, those who know, you might remember Facebook or Meta's portal, the web chat or interface devices there was there. But I think in 2023 they discontinued the server and everything, and from 2023 it was just sitting like a brick. So today what I thought is, let's try, and I did not break the software or something, but I got it working. Since 2023 it was not working for me. Okay, I'm not sure. I changed the country or whatever. I purchased that in France, and then I tried in India, then I tried it here in Netherlands. So now it's working. Now I got it to working. Otherwise, I was deciding today, I'll just open it and just salvage the screen, touch screen, so on, and maybe give to some repair guy, and maybe add an HDMI so I think you can as an external monitor. But thankfully, it's now working. Okay, so it will be on my desk, and let's say, yeah, it doesn't have app support, but yeah, I think let's say if we can add app in there, but I think so. Facebook will allow us. Otherwise, then we'll keep it as a photo frame running, because yeah, you can do now video calls and everything, right? It's not trusted like server, because they have discontinued. I'm not sure where the handshake for the server is happening now, or it's running, just as a time or clock piece. Yeah, I can design a case or something for it. Okay, let's make why can't. Okay, I should be able to move this, or oh, okay, let me, maybe my bad. Okay, no, I can't move this. I can make this. So how this is doing, I'm not sure. It looks like old stuff, right? Old retro stuff, right? Retro grain. So I think I'm going to use this theme or somewhere utilize this very resourceful somewhere. This could be, or it's a crazy idea and it's going to take more than $200. Of course, API worth key. Should we change our UI Claude into this? I'm not sure. Mhm. Okay, what will happen is, let's say this is readme MD, right? If I open it, so let's say I open a skill, so people could read this here. They can open many skills. It would be,
It sounds like you are asking about split screen.
wow. Google just, all right. I'm not saying to get say okay. So I see live, demo, like it's pathetically picking whatever. Creeper, man, creeper. Google your creeper, right? I'm not sure why I am starting to say everything is creeper, but yeah, it's there's too much AI now, in everyday life. Yeah, who am I to talk, right? I'm using Claude AI. Okay, grainy texture studio. So what will happen is, let's say if I open the readme, or let's open a skill, so there would be the skill, people could view it and then close it, something like this. But then we have a lot of skills, and people would, let's say, open 5 or 10 of them. So I'm not sure how much resources it's going to take for me, or for virtual project, right? That's what I'm concerned about. If it doesn't take that much space or something, I'll ask in the code and before publishing. Then what I'll do is, yeah, what this is. I think I opened the full screen. Oh wow. Yeah, that's okay. I'll. What is this? You know, this is a free one, right? Bloody free one. So what we can do is I'll ask. Okay, let's say if I have. Okay, why wasting? I'm going to ask, let's say user opening, let's say 10 MD and it's running on virtual server. So, like, the dev server or whatever, the server. So, how much resources this is going to take because it also has, limited, right? So, it spit out answer very fast. No, it will not try to take any extra resources from your virtual service. Thank God. So I know what I'm going to do next week, right? Then before even then making our website live for this, I start promoting, but beforehand because I didn't want to wait. Sorry about that. I'm chewing gum on the live session. You might be hearing my voice, but yeah, I'm a chewing gum or chewing stuff flower. So I always have something like chewing gum, maybe a new brand, and currently hooked on neuro. What was why I forget again. Neuro gum, yeah. This is an American brand, came to India as well. Yeah, expensive chewing gum, but the stuff is great. You don't need acquire any caffeine after this eating one, right? Either. So if it's not going to take resources, so why not just have this type of thing over the web? Okay, let me just check. It's overlapping, so that means people could open. So copy JSON. Okay, so we could have copy MD file. Then other would be yeah. Then other one would be download MD file, so on. So I think this replaces like this then, right? That would be very good. All right, yeah, enterprise plan. I know now. I have an idea. Oh, hey Vijay, hello. Our voice is very low. Now it is. So yeah, I'm actually not using the good mic, right? It's a webcam mic, so you might not hear. I hope now it's better. I have put a little bit gain here, right? Great, great, great stuff. So yeah, so I was just planning. So this thing, I just with Omni I tried, so it was just writing stuff above. So after many tries, it's like Omni videos that are converted into GIF. So what I was thinking, we have this website, right? I was thinking of making something like this. Let's say user is there, they want to open a skill. So if you don't know like what this is I hope you know about post hog or not. So this is like product stuff. Earlier it was, now it product OS after all the OS stuff. So yeah, this is their website, right? It is now like this. You're not opening tabs inside and just seeing in your. So it's more like looking Windows 95 type of thing or something, right? But it's very good UI. So I experimented with this. What was that? AS Studio, right? So I did this, and now it's giving me something like this, right? And I have asked, it is not going to take, let's say user open more than 10 tabs or something. Yeah, yeah, it's a little bit far. So yeah, actually, little bit quick setup I used today. So let's say user open 10 or something tabs inside this, tab. So I was just thinking on the Vercel side, it doesn't take, much, what you say, efforts, right, or maybe sources. So it did jumped out, like, yeah, entirely user browser control client side. It will not take any extra resources from Vercel server. You can sleep soundly knowing the feed plan is completely safe. Okay, and I'm not sure which model. Can I select the model? I'm not seeing. Okay, it has speech to text. So why the if I'm writing this right? Okay, camera profile. So what I was thinking, instead of this UI, let's have something like this. And let's say user wants to copy the MD file or skill, copy like JSON is there, so copy MD file, they can post in their project, they can download in the project, and this can open something like this. So this is like a very new, or I don't think so anyone is currently using apart from PostHop. So this also would, I think, work on a website. I think it will look maybe great or maybe not, but in the experimentation, let's see. Okay, I haven't opened even the tray. Not sure it's working. It's like, something like totally different. Like I don't think so anyone is using apart from postdoc, or if they are using, so of course, it doesn't serve the purpose, right? It should have something like where you can open many tabs. Let's say in our chatbot or something, we can't open this, so it's serving no purpose. But here, let's say people wants to differentiate between two skills, they can just open this, right? This stuff. Yeah, I think it will. Let's maybe give the code after some refreshing or something. So if you want to also try, Vijay, so what you do is, give this posthog.com website link. AS Studio, I'm not sure which. Okay, great. My fill light just gave up. Uh, do you have the link? Okay, yeah, posthog. I'm just putting the link. Okay. What is happening, man? Yeah, postdoc is the link, and this is AS Studio, right? What is this? Yeah, AS Studio, right? Okay, where my? Why did I do that then? Yeah. So I gave a very simple prompt and so on. So I'm going to just, it's. I'm not sure it's with my plan or what it, but it's showing free. Yeah, it's with my plan pro. So I think yeah, it's free and it's usable. In one prompt only, it gave me something like this, but it was not moving. Now it's moving. So I think for a purpose of for this Claudient, I think this UI would be very good. Let me just check on the big screen how it's looking. This is the website. Uh, so you can maximize this. It stopped. Not sure this is my refinement is, of course. Yeah, this is something. Oh, okay. Vintage OS something is there. UI deck. So this is like very powerful stuff, right? It's giving me here only customized color palette. Yeah, I think I gave the image only and not even the link, but it spit out a very good. Can you check please when I maximize a tab and if the minimize button and close button is not showing, so it's not even moving. Can you check the fluidity in opening the tabs inside the website? Okay, whisper flow, bye bye. It did pick up everything. So actually I used to do this on perplexity search, and there it picks up very badly. So yeah, they're using AI, otherwise this would be like some other words as well. And even though I'm chewing the chewing gum as well and speaking, then pronunciation wouldn't be correct, so it wouldn't pick up correct word. So it's of course giving first to AI, then it's writing, right? Text to speech is also okay. This is 3.5 flash only. Modeler we can't change, or let me see. Okay, we can change. What is the latest one? I'm not sure, right? Uh, Flash is bigger, or Flash is bigger, right? Pro is bigger. Flash Pro would be bigger. Gemini Pro latest. So what is latest, right? It should be 3.5 Pro. Flashlight. Let it be then. Flash would be 3.5 is, yeah, 3.5 is latest, but here it's written Pro latest. 3.5 is latest, yeah. Latest of course. Flash would be bigger than flashlight. 3.5 all are latest, yes. So yeah, flash is only okay. Pro you are current, okay. How many it's giving me? Okay, and okay, share. I can share this with you as well. No, you can only view it. So where is the freaking share button? Okay, it's giving me publish. They have changed quite a lot, right? Chat history is a public URL. Man, just think of it. That's why people who don't know how to code, or this vibe coding thing is getting popularity among them, right? Because then give me the link, man. Then let it be. Integrate, of course, their stuff. I hope they have Figma. Okay, Cloud SQL. Okay, that is good. There is Cloud SQL is there. Database Firebase is there for auth. Built-in database ready to use. Firebase is of course Google's, right? They acquired it. Yeah, I think Google only owns it. That's why it's of course here as well. Or Firebase was totally from Google from the inception. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's currently it's Google. Okay, Git. Okay, let's do that then. Let me just authenticate it. Two-factor authentication. Sometimes it's pain to just which one I put. Uh, Repository name OSUI. What authentication error, man? You did authenticate it. Bloody hell. It's very quick as well. Fluidity update. Fluidity is a not wrong word, right? Fluid action history. Okay, let's say I do this. No, it is something. Something is. When I maximize it and when I want to minimize it, okay, this is stuff. Yeah, when I maximize it, I can't move it. Still issue is there. When I maximize it, I can't move the tab. It should be movable when it is minimized, like it is minimized as well. And when I open multiple tabs in maximize mode, I can move, tab as well. Let's fix it. I hope it got it. Today I'm not taking longer session. So last time, the 16th one, it was 5.5 hours. So in between I did some work as well, but I did 5.5 hours. I was so exhausted with this after work day, of course. So yeah, I'm not going to take a longer session right now, and maybe from next week, tomorrow and after tomorrow also a little bit less. I have some urgent work. Let me just see this. I'm impressed with the speed. It's okay. I didn't put it. Yeah, so it's definitely running text to speech, yeah, model only. So it's not just transcribing or just putting, and it's synthesizing, and it's like writing in a structure that it should give to the flash model. So basically, whisper flows, thing, yeah, it's running. Yeah, I don't think so. Like that feature, Whisper Flow, they have very much, because every tool, of course, if vibe coders are there, like more coders are there, so they wouldn't be typing, right, vibe coders, because they don't know how to code. So they would be finding the very easiest tool they can use for vibe coding, and for easiest to make them more convenient and user friendly, they would the person who has developed or the company who's developed, they would be definitely adding this voice feature, right? This voice input, the good one. So I don't think so their business model would say. Lovable, it's also there, but it's not picking that great, right? Lovable, bold, I haven't used lovable this year at least. Bold, I think I don't yeah, I think this year 2026 has been like May, end of May. I haven't used bold. Lovable, I think just once, because they're, yeah, they don't have. Yeah, if you want to play with apps, right, play with your self, like apps, you can use this lovable. And replit is much more, and this emergent is just in between, good but not that great as well. Lovable, it's like yeah, they have this feature, bold doesn't. I'm not sure why they are not putting. That's why maybe lovable is more famous than bold. I'm pretty sure. And when, let's say, vibe coders, those who don't know how to code, use this. So they don't know what is token or something, right? and in that bold it is token based and this credit based, so people see like, yeah, it's credit, like something like easy for them to understand. That's why it's more famous, I think. Still the price is same. I'm not sure why people are using this still, but yeah, what we can do, right? Why I'm not able to click? There's a very funny story for the bold.new guy. If you want to read the founders, like story and what he did in another. Okay, I was experimenting solution Android Studio, running emulator, Android emulator, always stuck with black screen. Yeah, okay, might be post hog also. So yeah, so means it's picking up. That gives me an indication that no one's website is safe, right? I used to thought like Hulu's website is safe and something that we copied that there, and this post or hog OS also we copied, like without giving something. That means no one website is safe right now, right? I can copy anyone's website. That is, see what is happening. Okay, let it be. This is something like we can, maybe it's not getting what I'm trying to say. Let it be. This small thing is moving. Let it be. Let's say I open this and this. Yeah, so I have to minimize. Then only I can. Yeah, this UI feature. Like moving. This is crazy stuff. Okay, what I was doing. I'm just what I was thinking. I have to do. I haven't checked the code. Yeah, this is of course why coding platform similar, right? Because it doesn't show code, right? It's not an IDE based. But yeah, code you have to. Yeah, why would I give Gemini API? I'm not using AI right now here. Okay, what it's based on? It's just a white website, white and TypeScript. That's it. Currently, our website is on Astro. Astro, if you are developing and if you want to, let's say, use framer like tools, when you run the dev server, it has tools. You can inspect the tools and just do micro changes. That's what I love about Astro, and it's a little bit lightweight, I think. White is also lightweight. White, wheat, white. Astro is much lighter, I think so. So it would be then changing the whole site. Then it is not an easy fix or something like Can I download the whole code? What the? This is not anti-gravity. This is AI Studio. They have too many tools now. I'm confused. AI anti-gravity is there like mm, cloud desktop, right? Right. They are trying to do that with that. This AI Studio is their playground stuff, right? So they are not connected. That is strange. Green texture. OSUI. Let's put the code. Mm, exporting to anti-gravity. Maybe that anti-gravity. Oh no, I haven't installed anti-gravity 2.0. No, so I'm not going to work currently on this. Maybe I'll make a video like how to export this from anti-gravity and make changes. React example module white build. Okay, white build is there. Then Why this is using Gen AI Google, right? What which model? Why using model? There's no AI currently. Yeah, TypeScript white. What is this stuff? It is not part of website, right? Obsidian Dark. Oh, Obsidian is also getting popularity. Yeah, they are thinking like it's like Einstein sitting in their room. People are building. That's why. Obsidian, sharpen your thinking. Obsidian for Mac OS. Yeah, let's say you have a graph of this, right? So you will just look at it. It looks cool and so on. Then what you will do, right? Graph knowledge base or graph base, whatever you want to call it, graph QL, whatever you want to call it. What you will do with this then? At the backend, they are just showing, and people are thinking that they are Einstein now. Pathetic all over YouTube, and LinkedIn is there. See, it's showing you like in brain how you connect with things, other things, how it's connected. So, what will your users or viewers will get from that? It's for you, but people are just keep opening this Obsidian, this GraphQL sort of thing. Yeah, so yeah, you can see the node. You can play with this. What's so amazing about this? Okay, free without limits, no single required, no strings attached. What they're asking for per user per month. That's why it's also getting popularity, right? It's free to use, right? But if you want to, of course, maybe have some their cloud connection or something, that's why this commercial use can be supported. Official license, sync and publish your nodes. Yeah, that's why it's what's your GitHub looking like. Yeah, GitHub, it should be there. Symbol above should be there. I don't think so. They would have that many stars then. You should promote your GitHub, like if this project is open source or something. Obsidian releases. Yeah, 18,000 makes sense, right? Why would anyone play all day when they are developing with this GraphQL interface or what you call it? I'm not thinking it correctly. Right, this is not also scrollable here. Yeah, they could build a better website to be honest. Huh? Obsidian.md. .md is now a domain as well. Strange then, right? Maybe we could have also .md. Let me check on Hostinger, right? Okay, so all right. No, I will not say okay. More platform. Obsidian OS. Yeah, it's like a creeper into your everyday workflow, right? It gives knowledge, and if you are connected over internet, they are shaking hands on their server. I'm pretty sure a little bit is going to their server as well, right? Let's say I want to have not any domains aren't able to register, but feel free to choose claude.guru if anyone wants to purchase, so it's available. Not any domains, how they got the domain, which country. think its certification is also valid. Google Trust. Okay, let's stop utilizing our time there then. People are very proud over the YouTube space and LinkedIn space as well, making their second brain, and this then talking to people, or not say what the word is yammering on, just blabbering about this obsidian, second brain, this and so on. Pathetic, man. Maybe they discovered GraphQL for the first time, that's why they are just so obsessed. .md belongs to country. Which country? MD. MD country. Macedonian or what? I should know which country, right? Republic of Moldova. Okay, Moldova. Very small country in Europe. I haven't visited definitely. Oh, poorest country in Europe. Okay, it's a small, I think, right? Hmm. Romania part. All right. Okay. So yeah, Vijay, you are here, right? So yeah, the retro UI thing is, see, if no one is replying, so then we can maybe move ahead with retro UI, or maybe similar to that. Maybe Claude can figure it out. Okay, and it can make custom, or just use chat CN, right? So based on Redux, right? Redux or Redux, right? Redux UI. So based on that, any components, because these are lightweight and this looks professional, right? So based on this, of course, SatCN is based on this, and this retro UI is based on this as well. So all the primitives themes you can just select. If no one, let's say Sunday, is agreeing on, then we can move ahead with this. Yeah, yeah. Means yeah, this based on this, any they have a great components, everything. Yeah, means we'll keep it lightweight. Definitely, we are missing the June deployment. I'm not sure where people are getting busy. Maybe it's like vacation time for them, or summer vacation, something like. But still, they should at least when they say join the meeting, right? They should join. Let's see on Sunday how many join. I'll not record the meeting as well, because this is then going to. Okay, let's check the while we are here. npm. So okay, it did jump down a little bit. Okay. Okay, I'll maybe keep it for a few minutes more, then I'll have to do some designing stuff today, so I'll maybe just close the live stream. I don't think so I'm developing today. very much. Have you used, any one of you, Vijay, you have used this Minimax? I'm hearing great things about this Minimax new model. Okay, Kimi is there. DeepSeek 4. I haven't used 4 as well, DeepSeek, I'm not sure. Or maybe no, no, I have used. And one more thing now, Nvidia and AMD are in trouble as well, right? Uh, what was that? So, Chinese manufacturer has successfully developed Nvidia, like level graphic card, and that is, of course, they have started shipping. So it's just about time. Then they are making AI chips like Nvidia, like on large scale, and then they develop. So how with this open source model or something they develop. What was this name, right? I forgot. DeepSeek, right? So just imagine if they have a grade industrial grade GPUs. So the models you can and how much cheaper it would be. Let me check the graphic card name. I wrote it somewhere. Means they are currently not mass producing, but I think in 1 month they are going to ship 1,000 is also enough for people to experiment and AI stuff what China can do. Or yeah, they will show. Yeah, it is LXLG. Yeah, this. Yeah, it's like just China is making CS push to challenge Nvidia. Lee Swan Tech. Lee Swan. The first true homegrown Chinese consumer grade graphic card. So it's consumer grade and it's sitting between I think 3060 and 4060 something in between. 12 GB memory, draws 225 watt power, triple fan already. Yeah, it's I think it's just cheaper, right? Price is just five under $500. Okay, not that cheaper, but yeah, it's okay. Yes, performance, but yeah, this is like first homegrown, right? It's completely homegrown. Their architecture and everything they haven't used, of course, from Nvidia or something, right? It's totally homegrown. So of course, when they will gain some revenue, some popularity, government also would pump up. Yeah, 336 equivalent. Government also pump up the funding and so on, and of course, then it will be mass produced. And when it's mass produced, I'm pretty sure at least this one they would be able to provide under 250 or something dollar. So just imagine, how much graphic card prices then going to compete. Roughly equivalent to, okay, price for the lowest. Okay, I mean it's a big step for them, right? At least their brand and all over China. So its performance of course would be there, but yeah, the architecture and internal semiconductors, I don't think so. ASML is providing them the machines as well for graphic or what you say, uh, on the semiconductors or what they print like UV print or something. ASML is also just every employee is now multi-millionaire, right? Because of the AI push for ASML. Here's in Netherlands. Yeah, it divided from Philips, right? Yeah, EUV lithograph systems. So they are providing this machine. I watched the whole documentary. It was I think 1 hour long, but it was just really interesting. So this stuff, this print on the silicon disc, that is like then stuff going on. That is like what you call it, inside the chips or the connections, micro connections are there. That is they just make this machine. Those who print this. Some high resolution lithograph men make mass production in the world more chips. They are not using ASML because I think US force ASML not to sell any machine to them, and they take around 3 or 4 hours to make a big machine or 1 hour for small machine. So I think they are using the custom machine as well. But just think of it, right? In 1 or 2 years, what China is going to do? No one is talking about this because no one wants to admit. I think if any country is bringing AGI to the world, it would be China. They will not regulate it. They will just keep it. Wafer, yeah, yeah, silicon wafer. Exactly, exactly. And then every consumer electronics is getting expensive. Memory cards are just thrice the price they were last year. Every RAM is of course like shortage. I don't think so. RAM is even available maybe anywhere, right? If available like 4 or 5 times the price of last year at the same time. And definitely micro SD cards and hard disk, all prices have gone up because many players left the market. They are moving to from consumer market to industrial, like for business B2B. They were like crucial, I think, close down their whole production line or production factories, and in 3 4 years, because it takes time to build the factories, and then they are building for just enterprise level products. So yeah, SanDisk is also, I think, just moving. So pretty sure, like the micro SD card is going to like be 5 times maybe by the end of year. New Chinese gaming CPU. It's not that cheap, but yeah, it's like homegrown. I think 360 or 460 is also around this, or maybe I think under $800 or something. Oh no, it's very cheap. Okay, TI maybe. Okay, then it's expensive, but it's still, yeah. Of course, they are producing, mass producing, right? They have a great infrastructure, everything. Nvidia. Okay, let's. How much okay, I don't think so. I'm going to develop anything right now. Okay then, Vijay, Jerry, if you are here. So yeah, see you then tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow. Yeah, longer session, and we are going to build money making apps right now. Like it's been long. I haven't put a video as well, so I think I have an idea. I wrote down some idea. We'll try that and try to get clients as well, maybe online only while we are here. I wanted to do that thing, that would be a great video idea, right? I'm locking myself till the time I make something, let's say $2,000 something with my vibe coded app, something this sort of video. But yeah, that then require a lot of time. I mean, our channel is not that big right now. Maybe after getting a little bit big, or let's say monetize as well, then we'll make some that type of video, because then audience should also be there, right? It's not just you developing, made their ideas, their opinion also then matter. Okay, okay, you can test it out. Just install it, Claudian. Let me know any fixes. Feel free to just give me PR request. In agent section, what is there? Okay, GitHub's Daxel was also there, right? Where they are? This animation is okay. It's changing color. Okay, if it were just one color, then it would be bad. But it's changing color. Looks cool, but not for at least client website or B2B website. Maybe for, let's say we'll make an app or something. Then for that, when it's like customer business to customer B2C is there, then we can have this sort of animation. It's very easy to integrate, but the color changing part would be a little difficult when it's changing color, right? After some pushes or some time, it's funny to play with. Do they have agents or API cost track? Sorry. Yeah, we used in that firm we used to do projects, right? We used to do this and that. But yeah, I think they have, just in vibe coding, at least they haven't gained any popularity. Everyone GitHub, GitHub, GitHub. I what I was thinking is I was also thinking to make an API dashboard for every API you have, or maybe it automatically. Let's say you're using a tool, right? It automatically integrates to that tool your API and gives a cost, and it's just sitting on your desktop, right? No cloud, talk back, but just seeing your API cost from different sources. Then it could provide different base URL for different providers. So it's like then let's say, yeah, maybe I'll just explain maybe when I build. So that's what I'm thinking: API dashboard and integration for everything, because no one is using one API key right now, right? There are so many providers. Okay, now it's getting pathetic. It's changing color very frequently. All right, okay. Yeah, for MLOps, of course, this is still the best one, because you could see your experimentation results as well, right? Very intuitive UI, right? For that is only I think they gain popularity, but I haven't seen people using it or on YouTube anyone making video about it or something. Because yeah, I think they for AI agents era they missed it out. They maybe need to add something, right? It's still just data science and ML. So LM integration golden data sets, yeah. It would traditional ML I would say. Yes, model trainers, yeah. Means see model trainers I wouldn't say this is now the best one, right? Because Kaggle also, I think 2 years back they jumped up, right? They are providing for Google A models as well, like Flash as well for a very good free tier, right? And you can experiment on normal modes, of course, but yeah, there then T4 and everything, graphic, what virtual memory. There's also very good options free in free tier. Yeah, I think it's still mostly free, but for the like T4 or something graphic card or graphic memory you need, then you can pay. But still they have inbuilt like now the models and everything, so that is now the powerful stuff. I think I haven't used in 2025 definitely. Since 2025 I haven't used this. Otherwise I was about to get grandmaster or master, I think, on something dataset or maybe the notebooks. Mhm. Okay, yeah, they are from Israel. Maybe that's why they are not getting so much attention. If they were from US, so they might be. And I think GitHub also, I saw just one competitor, very small competitor. I'm not sure why they are trying to compete with GitHub, what value they're providing, but yeah, still. Yeah, small T, yeah, TPUs, yeah. Yeah, for experimentation, that's good. Okay, then yeah, see you tomorrow. I think tomorrow would be Sunday, right? No, tomorrow would be Saturday. Today is Friday only. Okay, yeah, tomorrow I'll make a session, right? And then on Sunday we have a meeting, team meeting. After that, I'll make a live session. Okay, Great. Bye. See you tomorrow, and yeah, I think I'm going to post the video as well. Let's see. Okay, bye. See you guys soon. And yeah, do share with someone this channel, of course. Yeah, I will be posting short form videos as well, maybe daily, right? About the tools like people are, of course, doing, but something like giving much more, a little bit value, like not just posting randomly. So that's why I'm just taking time, and then long form video as well. And live session, of course, would be continuing. Okay, great. See you